And I'm Heather Branch here with Abe, asking for his ideas on ways that you can be better preparing now for your financial future. TheRetirementKey.com is where you can find us anytime. We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there if that is more convenient. Or again, find us anytime at TheRetirementKey.com. So, Abe, January for a lot of us is a time the holidays are done. Let us all settle down for a long winter's nap. Particularly for investors, this January is a very different, much more comfortable space than it was in January of 2023, when investors were just reeling at the end of 2022 and all the market chaos that happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tons of uncertainty heading into early 2023. And, we were down about 20% in 2022, up about 20% in 2023. But the markets have actually been flat because of that the last 25 to 26 months. So it's been very interesting.
Yeah.
And we still want to remain cautiously optimistic because here we are in an election year. If you want to throw something on top of everything else going on.
Don't say the E word.
Election year. Yes, that's right. So those are always interesting. And you just want to have a long-term plan, Heather, because stuff is always going to come up. We talk about this all the time.
Well, I mean, you talk about a 20 or 30-year retirement. How many elections are you going to see? How many market corrections are you going to see in that time frame? Right. You got to be prepared for it.
Exactly right. And you want to remove emotion from your decision-making when it comes to financial and retirement planning as much as possible. Yeah. And the way we manage our clients' portfolios attempts to remove emotion as much as possible.
Good.
People come in all the time saying, oh, I can't stand the president or whatever. I can't stand the wars or inflation or we're printing money like it's crazy. I get all that. But the markets don't give a darn about what you think, and you need to stick to that long-term plan.
Yeah. And you need to have a plan that's going to withstand today's climate, whatever the climate might be in the years to come. So this is the point of having a living, breathing plan, one that's moving forward through time with you as your life changes.
That's right.
And of course, working to have that customized plan is what you do for every person that comes into the Abich Financial Services offices. So let's talk more about this idea of where investors are thinking about our 401ks, one of the most popular retirement savings tools in the United States. And if you've checked it lately, there is a very good chance, as we were just saying, it's looking a lot better than it did about a year ago. But the experts are saying that looking at our balance too much can actually be detrimental because you can chase the assumption that it will keep going up. What's your take on this?
Absolutely. Look, I think it's good to check in on your accounts frequently. However, if you're in there every single day or multiple times a day, man, you can drive yourself nuts. You can drive yourself crazy, and you're depressed when the markets are falling, and maybe you're not as happy when the markets are going up. Maybe you're feeling like you should have got more return if you're not taking on, the amount of risk you should be taking on. So it's not healthy to be in there too often. But on the other hand, you don't want to check your accounts once a year. Right. I think there's a good, healthy balance. And, we want to be on top of how the accounts are performing overall. This is why, for our clients, we offer quarterly reviews, Heather. That's 4 meetings per year with our clients that, we offer the opportunity to have, and we do for almost all of our clients. And our clients find that it's really helpful and that we can really stay on top of all the things going on in the markets and the economy and their lives, because people retire, people pass away, people are born, people get laid off, people get an inheritance, sell a home, downsize. You talk about this transition into retirement. There are all kinds of changes that are happening. People get divorced, people get sick, and so you want to have a retirement plan that keeps up with all your life changes. And so I think there needs to be a good balance between not looking at your accounts too infrequently and also looking at them maybe a couple times a day. Don't drive yourself crazy.
Sure.
You control what you can, right? And kind of just have some faith and some trust in your plan. And if you don't have 100% confidence in your retirement plan, then you need to be picking up the phone right now. And as we offer those opportunities throughout our show to get a complimentary second opinion, portfolio x-ray, retirement roadmap, a second opinion on everything you're doing to make sure that your portfolio can weather the storms or potential storms of 2024 and beyond.
Got it.
So we just had a couple that we were referred to that we met with virtually because this couple lives full-time in Florida.
Hmm.
And so we can meet with people around the country. Most of our clients are in the DC metro area, Virginia, Maryland, DC, West Virginia, Delaware, within a 2-hour drive for the most part. But we have clients all over the country, a lot of clients that will downsize, retire, move down south. And so this couple's in Florida. They were referred to us, live in the Jacksonville area, about $1 million saved in their late 50s, retiring in the next 5 to 7 years, 6 on our risk scale. And they were referred to us and took the meeting because although they have about $1 million saved and some time to continue to save, they had no plan. The wife had a 401k, the husband had a few IRAs, no idea really what they have, how they can be consolidated and work together in a cohesive plan, no idea where they're going, stressed out because they're getting close to retirement and have no idea how close or far away they were from reaching their goals. And so by having these meetings, by putting together a roadmap and an income plan in that first meeting, by giving them a portfolio x-ray and analysis of their current holdings, one is now able to see, here is where I stand. Here is how close or far away we are from retiring with dignity and confidence. Oh, I'm taking on too much risk, or my investments cost too much, or man, there's a world of opportunity outside of my company 401k plan that I wasn't aware of. But you're not going to get that unless you take the time to take your retirement seriously. And even if you're working with another advisor, I tell our clients, Heather, almost every time we meet with a new family, that most of our clients that come on board to us from an existing relationship. A lot of times clients will have had an advisor for 20 to 30 years, but it's that accumulation based advisor. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with what they do, but they're helping people get to retirement. We're helping people get through retirement, to transition and cross over into retirement successfully, and then to retire with dignity and confidence. It's really the difference between financial advisors and retirement planners. It's a specialty. It's a niche type of practice. Lots of different planning is involved. Tax planning, social security planning, insurance planning, estate planning. We don't do that in house, but we refer it out. But the point is, we're not 40 anymore. We're retiring typically within 5 years or less. And we've got to think about a lot of different parts of the plan that we didn't think about when we were 40, that didn't pertain. So we offered this couple a portfolio x-ray and analysis to help them find out exactly what they have, if they were on track, are the investments right for them as they approach retirement. So if you sound like this couple in Florida, in the Jacksonville area, and you are between 55 and 65 years old, you might have $1 million or $2 million saved as well. And you say, you know what, Abe, that is me. I sound like this couple because I have a big nest egg. I have a lot of accounts, feel like we've done a good job of accumulating, feel like we can retire successfully, but I need to know for sure. I need to have a plan. Then go to our website, theretirementkey.com. Click on the Contact Us tab at the top of the page, and we can begin to have these same conversations and offer you that same portfolio x-ray and analysis to you as well.
We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there and it will direct you to our website. Or again, just type in theretirementkey.com, and that's how you can begin your conversation with Abe and his team. All right, so thinking about the things that we don't want to mess up in retirement. I mean, there's so many of them, but when it comes to a chance at a do-over in the golfing world, there's a term, it's called the mulligan. It's the chance to, I guess, get another shot. I don't
And the breakfast ball.
I don't know a ton about golf. So forgive me in this space a little bit. But in the retirement world, we're told that deciding something like when to take Social Security locks in that level of benefits for life. But maybe you wanted to change that. Is there a do-over when it comes to our retirement planning, not just Social Security? If somebody needs to take a mulligan in their planning, how can you help somebody do that?
Very few mulligans, I'll tell you, as we're transitioning into retirement. And once
Right.
you're in retirement, that's why we call it the retirement red zone, that 5-year period of time or less before someone fully retires. Those decisions, the way you plan from there on out, is crucial. You have very little room for error. You have very little room for large mistakes, for a large downturn, for a big tax event, for improper planning, because you don't have the time anymore. You're talking about retiring in 60 months or less. A lot of our clients are retiring this year, January 1st of 2025. Most of our clients are already retired or typically 5 years or less away. That is not a lot of time. You go back and you remember the lost decade from the year 2000 to the year 2012 in the S&P 500. That 12 years was wasted because of 4 huge downturns. Zero return nearly in the S&P those 12 years. And then since then, the markets have gone gangbusters because of a lot of intervention, a lot of stimulus and things like that, lowering of rates. However, man, we don't get many mulligans. We don't get many do-overs at the point of retirement. So look, you can continue to go alone at this. You can continue to try to figure this out on your own. You can continue to try to plan for retirement with an accumulation-based advisor, or you can transition to a retirement planning firm. And those successful do-it-yourself investors that are listening right now, you can take the advice and guidance of a retirement planner, someone who does this all day long, that knows all about all of the ins and outs of all these decisions. This is what we do every single day. Or you can try to do it on your own. We obviously recommend getting the help. So talking about Social Security and mulligans, and just mulligans in general when it comes to retirement, we just had a couple come into the office. They have $3.1 million. They're a 6 on our risk scale, retiring in 3 years, just 36 months or less away. 60 and 65 years old. One of the biggest problems or reasons why they came into the office and got that complimentary second opinion from us, Heather, was to get Social Security guidance. Now, most advisors do not help their clients with Social Security because Social Security is not a product that can be sold. It's not something that an advisor can make money on. So oftentimes, especially accumulation-based advisors, will just simply ignore parts of the plan in which they do not get paid on, or which they do not specialize in, like taxes, estate planning, insurance planning, Social Security planning. All of these types of planning are really important and part of a comprehensive retirement plan. We can't just ignore these decisions, especially Social Security. Now, look, there are some ways to take a mulligan when you take Social Security. If you made a mistake and you can return the benefits and make changes within the first 12 months, these are not the types of routes you want to go down. You want to get these decisions right the first time. So if you sound like this couple in Sterling, Virginia, and you say, you know what, Abe, I can't take that mulligan. I want to get these decisions right. I'm also curious about when it is best for us to start and take and collect Social Security benefits. Go to our website, theretirementkey.com. Click on the Contact Us tab at the top of the page, and we can begin to have these same conversations about Social Security with you as well.
We also have links posted in our show notes, so you can just click there. It will direct you to our website, or again, visit us anytime at theretirementkey.com.